Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to another Doctor Who recommendation video for today. So this video is going to be a bit different than yesterday's one, because yesterday I did my video for Doctor Who recommendation for stories for newcomers. But the thing is, though, now I'm going to do the current era of the show from 2005 up to 2022. I'm not really going to be able to do that because even though it's like some episodes that doesn't really have that story arc in Classic Who, where through the modern series of Doctor Who we have that really great sort of story arc going on. I mean, for series 1 it's Bad Wolf, series 2 is Torchwood, series 3 it's Saxon, series 4 is the planets being the missing planets, series 5 is the Pandorica, series 6 is the Doctor's death, series 7 the Impossible Girl story arc, series 8 the whole Missy sort of story arc, series 9 is the hybrid story arc going on, series 10 is basically protecting the vault, where series 11 had no story arc, series 12 it has the Timeless Children story arc, a bit of it, and then of course series 13 you've got the whole of Flux. So I can't really sit here and recommendation any episodes from out of these series, because even though some episodes are very similar, but they're still in that series slot. So I'm going to literally do it a bit different today. I'm going to talk about the Doctor Who series I recommend for newcomers. And I'm sorry to say that really slowly. So for the first series I do recommend is of course the first series, series 1, starring Christopher Eccleston as the 9th Doctor, along with Billie Piper. Now this is where Billie Piper's character Rose has a lot of character development. Plus we've got the return of the Autons, the Daleks and the Dalek Emperor. Only one bad episode in this series for me, which is The Long Game. I just don't like The Long Game. But series 1, apart from The Long Game, it has no other bad episodes. I love every single episode. Rose is phenomenal. The End of the World is brilliant. The Unquite Dead, fantastic sort of zombie horror story. Aliens in London Werewolf 3, quite enjoyed that. It's got some good moments in there. Dalek, I love the way the 9th Doctor literally has that whole dark anger side when it comes across a Dalek. As I say, The Long Game, it's not really the best episode of the series. I don't really like it, but I still watch it because it's part of series 1 and you never skip 9. Where there you got Father's Day, which is absolutely fantastic, with the Pandorica, with the Paradox, with the Reapers. Then of course you got the Enter Child and the Doctor Dances, Boom Tomb and Battle from Part of the Way. So I really do enjoy series 1 and I do recommend series 1. So the next series I do recommend is from the 12th Doctor. It has got to be series 10. Series 10, I absolutely love this one when it was being broadcast. This is, for me to actually sit here and say, this is the best Capaldi series as the 12th Doctor. Now, Capaldi is of course my 5th favourite Doctor. So for me to say his final season is absolutely my all-time favourite, because the 12th Doctor goes out with a bang. So you got the stuff with Heather and the puddle going on. Then, of course, you'd go into episode 2 where you're going to Smile and you got the kind of like emoji robot things. Then, of course, we're going to Thin Ice, Knock Knock, Oxygen. Then into the Monk Trilogy. And then going out of the Monk Trilogy, you got some great episodes in there, like the Return of the Ice Warriors. And we get an introduction to a new Ice Warrior. And then, of course, at the finale is where you got 3 versions of the Cybermen and 2 incarnations of the Master. So this also features the return of the Mondasian Cybermen, which we see in the 10th Planet in the first Doctor's run. And of course it has John Sims' return as the Master. So really it's got technically two returns, and it's a Master crossover, like a multi-Master story like we could get like for the Doctor. It's absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love it. I really do love it. It's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Series 10 is amazing. Plus you got Twice Upon a Time if you add that into series 10 as well, where you got the return of the first Doctor played by David Bradley, not William Hartnell, because William Hartnell passed away back in 1975. But it's absolutely a classic stuff and I really love series 10. The next series I have to recommend, I have to admit, it's another good one. It's got to be the whole of Matt Smith's run. I love Matt Smith's Doctor. For me, he's my 2nd favourite modern Doctor. I just love Matt Smith's run from series 5, 6 and 7. I know people don't like series 7. Some people don't like series 6. I'm one of those that I'm not too keen on series 6, but it's still enjoyable. It's still watchable because it's very timey-wimey around. And it's very pinpoint for the River Song story arc, which Again, it's something that you need to watch the whole Matt Smith era for, because of the River Songs timeline, because she gets introduced in Tennant's finale, like in Tennant's final series. Don't know what I said finale then. No, anyway, series 5 for me, you got some cracking episodes. The 11th Doctor goes out with a bang straight away. So the 11th hour, absolutely fantastic. Beast Below, the feature of the Daleks, again, another good episode for the Daleks. And actually, the Daleks win for once. The Doctor loses, which is something we don't really see in Doctor Who. We've only seen it just once, and the Daleks beat the Doctor. And that's really good storytelling. Then again, we got the Return of the Weeping Angels, where they go around snapping people's throats and stealing the voice boxes. Then, of course, we go to Vampires of Venice, which has alien fish vampire creatures. Really interesting, do like it. Amy's Choices, again, this one is the weakest link of the series. I don't really care for this one. Then, of course, we go to Hungry Earth and Cold Blood. Then we go to Vincent and the Vincent and the Doctor, then the Lodger, then the Pandorica opens, and the Big Bang, which is the whole point of Series 5 from the first episode. Silence Doctor, Silence will Fall, and the Pandorica as well. It gets quite a few mentions. And then again, in Series 6, you kind of got the whole story arc of the Doctor's death going on, like the Doctor's going to die. We see him die. He's got a younger version of himself going into the situation, having these adventures, and then sorting out back the time, which only turns out to be the 11th Doctor hiding inside a robot copy of himself, which is really interesting. Series 7's got no 2 parts. Every single episode is all 1 part, but it's part of a massive storyline called the Impossible Girl storyline. From when we first meet Jenna Coleman's character Oswin in Asylum of the Daleks, then she returns in The Snowman, and then Clara basically points out from the Bells of St. John all the way up to the time of the Doctor. So this is the really story arc. I really do enjoy the Matt Smith's Series 7. I really do enjoy this series for Matt Smith's Doctor, because I just absolutely love Series 5, 6 and 7. They're just absolutely phenomenal. Plus you've got Day of the Doctor and Time of the Doctor. Matt Smith's run, I highly recommend. This is a great jumping on point for a newcomer into the show, going into a younger Doctor who is only 26 years old when Series 5 aired. It's absolutely incredible series. Matt Smith is a great actor, and I really enjoyed his run as the 11th Doctor. I mean, come on, he's my second favourite modern Doctor. What does that have to say? Yeah, my second favourite modern Doctor. Out of all the Doctors, he's literally in, 8th place? Because he's absolutely that good. I just really do enjoy it. So, then of course, I have to recommend Series 4. Series 4, again, it's really good. This is Tennant's best series for me. So we got Voyage of the Damned, which has Kylie Minogue in it, and The Heavenly Host, which is quite brilliant. Then, of course, we go to the whole Donna sort of story arc, where there's something on her back from Partners in Crime going all the way through to Journey's End, which basically has the biggest crossover in Doctor Who history, when you got not just got Doctor Who, you got the Sarah Jane Adventures and, of course, Torchwood, all coming into one episode to defeat the Daleks and Davros, which is a really great storytelling. And then the next one I have to recommend is, of course, now I'm probably going to get shot for this one. It's got to be Series 3. Series 3, I don't really like Series 3 because I find some of the episodes really boring in the first half, but it really kicks in round about the second half. But for me, I have to admit, I do like it for the whole Saxon sort of storyline going on from the Runaway Bride, which is Donna's first episode. I like the Rachnos. Then, of course, we've got Smith and Jones, which is a good episode. Not a bad one. I really do enjoy it because it's got the very first appearance of the Juju. I don't really care for Shakespeare Code. Gridlock's okay, but I don't like what they did with the Macra, which is why I really got that kind of an issue with Gridlock, because it ruins the Macra for me after watching the Macra Terror. Then you got the Dalek 2-part. It's only good for the Hooverfield stuff. The Lazarus Experiment, really bad CGI, really bad. Then you got 42, which is a kind of a meh story, which is kind of good. Then you got Human Nature and Family of Blood, which is absolutely a cracking 2-parter. I absolutely love it. Then, of course, you got Blink, and then you got the Master Trilogy with the Return of the Master in Utopia, Sounds of the Drums, and Last the Time Lords, which is why I really love Series 3. So this is the series I do recommend. As you can tell, I haven't mentioned any of Jodie's era, because I would like to let you make your own mind on Jodie's era. I don't mind Jodie's era. I think, yeah, Series 7 is quite bad, 12's okay, and 13, aka Flux. I really did enjoy Flux for the return of the Santarans, but if I have to recommend anything for Jodie's run, it's got to be Flux. I really did enjoy Flux. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of these series to recommend for newcomers into Doctor Who? Let me know in the comments. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join me for more awesome Doctor Who content. Have a cracking day.